Hey, this is Sam with Sam's Curio. Um, I just wanted to do this video giving like more of a deeper overview and look into my Ural 650 or Ural 650. I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. Just kind of go over its most interesting features. I'm gonna make a series of videos going over this guitar, showing how it sounds. I'm gonna do a repair or just maybe not necessarily repair, but go resolder that output jack. So let's just start with what I would say is the most unique feature on this guitar is that it has passive high and low pass filters that are individually applied to the pickups. So these buttons apply the filters and they each correspond to their own pickup. So, and these buttons up here turn the pickups on and off. So, if this was, let's say, they're all on right now. Let's say they're all off. If you turn this on, it activates only this pickup. And then if you go like this there's now a low pass filter on the lowest lowest pickup, which I think is interesting. And you might be wondering about the Star of David pickups. That's kind of a quirk. Not every there's not a whole lot of info about why they have this design, but not every Ural 650 has it. But that was just a kind of interesting quirk of the 650. This guy right here, you can find it's a friction fit whammy or tremolo bar, whichever you prefer. So you just put it in there and just screw it and unscrew it, and that really works well. Because this low pass filter gives it a super nice surf sound. Um, what else? Another interesting feature to cover, and probably more just a sign of its age, is it's got a 0th fret. So that's just another little quirk of it. Got the tremolo bar. And if you did stumble upon this video because you were thinking about buying one, I will say, ask for lots of pictures. You want to be sure the neck isn't warped. I was reading an article. These were made as tools, so there really wasn't the best quality control over them. And the birch furniture wood that these guitars were made out of can be really hard to, like, if the neck gets bent, to fix that. I will also say, when I initially got this, we put about 170 something dollars into it to get the frets leveled, in addition to like a general kind of setup look over, because the electronics under there are quite interesting. Um, what else? Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of fret left. Sorry, not a whole lot of fret left on these guys, so I'm probably gonna have to refret it. I might do it myself or pay somebody to do it. But yeah, there's a reason why they advertise them as art pieces or museum pieces. But at least in my opinion, it's definitely been worth the trouble that it's caused, to just have a really unique and super cool sounding guitar. Another thing about the birch furniture wood is it is heavy. Um, this thing weighs as much as a hog, and it absolutely plays like a hog. But I've just loved the experience of owning it and learning about it. The only heavier guitar I've held is an acrylic, so that's kind of saying something. Final little sticky note is about this output jack. So these initially came, I believe it was a 5-pin DIN connector that was used in Soviet equipment. Um, and a lot of that's definitely a plus if you are looking at buying one of these, is if this has already been replaced. In my other video about replacing the output jack, you can see how they went about setting it up and replacing it, because they really only ended up using 2 wires for it. Let me see. I'll go over the head. Super cool vintage tuning machines. Unique head design. It doesn't fit the best in a hanger, but it works. I'll take you a look at the back of it. I believe that 75 on the back indicates the year that it was made. You can see model 650. A lot of times they were named after the factory that they came out of, and this came out of the Ural factory, or the Sverdlovsk. I'm pardon my pronunciation, but that was the name of it. Yeah, Ural. Not the first. That goes to the Tonica, which I have a bass version of that, which I can cover in another video. Now that is a weird guitar. Um, but yeah, so hopefully this was helpful to at least somebody, give you a better view.